Alright, so we're here at World Champion Outdoors in Perdido, Alabama, and they're a local elite dealer. They have the new Ethos, Kairos, and Allure in stock. So today, I'm going to go through each one and do a review. Alright, so I've got the Elite 2024 Ethos here. I've got it set at 29-inch draw length, and let's weigh it and see what the draw weight is. $71.7 pounds. So today we're going to shoot a 404 grain arrow, a 485 grain arrow, and a 360 grain arrow. Be curious to see the speeds. I've shot the bow a few times just to see how it feels, but I have not shot through a chronograph yet. So it'll be interesting to see what those are. We're going to start off with a 360 grain arrow. Shoot 3 shots with it. We'll get a speed reading and a decibel reading of each shot. So this is our 360. Again, we're shooting 71.7 pounds. .326, 77.3 decibels. .324, 74.3. .320, 75.9. Alright, so we're going to call the average of that a 323, and we're going to call the average of the decibels 76. And so that's 323, 76 decibels with a 360 grain arrow. So now we're going to shoot a 404 grain arrow. This is actually my hunting arrow for this year. Be curious to see. I shoot it out of my arrow at I shoot out of my arrow at 290. And that's a 28.5-inch draw. I'm at a 29-inch draw on this bow. I'm probably a pound heavier on this bow, so I'd expect it to be a little faster. We'll see what it does. .308. That's pretty good. It's 77.5 decibels. .308, 77.3. .307 and 78.5. Alright, so after 3 shots with that one, we're going to call that 307 with a 404 grain arrow, and we're going to call it 77 decibels. Next we're going to shoot a 485 grain arrow. This is the arrow that I hunted with last year. Now these are shooting a Zinger fletches through a whisker style rest, so they may make some noise. Hopefully it won't affect the sound test too much. 279 and 76.7 decibels. All right, shot number 2. .284 and 71.5 decibels. We'll shoot this next one and see how it does. That 71 kind of makes me want to throw that one out. Usually if I have an outlier, just don't want to count that one, but we'll shoot this one and see what it does. .284 and 75.4. That's back where I would expect it to be. This bow has a 6 3/4 inch brace height, is 33 inches axle to axle, weighs 4.5 pounds. If you're like me and you like a longer axle to axle, this bow has a fantastic feel because it's 33 inches axle to axle, but it uses a really large cam, and they designed it this way intentionally so that you actually end up with a string angle that feels more like what we would traditionally have thought of with a 35 inch axle to axle bow. So it wouldn't surprise me to see these bows on a tournament trail and in the woods. So if you're looking for a bow that's great for a crossover bow that would be good to go hunt whitetails with, or even elk, and also go shoot tournaments with, this might just be the bow for you. I am thoroughly impressed with how the bow shoots. It is extremely smooth, and obviously we say that with every bow today because they are. And honestly, it boils down to personal feel a lot of times. Is you need to come shoot these bows for yourself. What I may like best in one, you may like a little different. Any of these new bows are extremely smooth, and this one I promise you won't let you down. Almost no jump to the shot. The decibel level in sound is pretty well on par with every bow I've shot. This bow ranged from a 75 to a 78, so we're going to call it 77 decibels, 76.5 decibels, right in that range. And that didn't matter whether I shot a 360 grain arrow or a 485 grain arrow. It's pretty close in that same range. Just a total package hard to beat. When you look at the adjustability, from the adjustable cable roller guide to the set technology to the 1/4 inch adjustability in the modules, the let off being adjustable from 70 to 90%, all by loosening one bolt and adjusting the draw stop to the line you want. You're adjusting the match on each end and you're set. The easiest tuning system probably that I've ever had in my hand. So if you hadn't shot one of these, you owe it to yourself to make it a point to go try one out. If you're in the South Alabama area, come down and check out World Champion Outdoors. Angela's nice enough to let me use the range and use her bows to do some tests with. She'll let you test drive them as well, and you can check out while you're here. They've got a full line of inventory, whether it's tree stands, archery equipment, a new Elite bow, saddle hunting equipment, or a new rifle. God bless, shoot straight, and I'll see you next time.